Chapter 3. Main wine grapes. You can make wines from just one grape type, varietal wines, or from a mixture of two or more types of grapes. In the first case, the wines will be more easily recognizable because of the characteristics of the variety. In the second case, the wines seek to obtain more originality, complementation and balance in the wine. Let's take a look at the most commonly chosen varieties of grapes for winemaking. White varieties. Albarino. This is a native variety from Galicia, Spain, and it is the main variety of vine to be found in the DO Rías Baixas. We can also find some of the DO Costas del Segre. The grape clusters are small with small semi-loose grapes, and the grapes are oval and yellowish-green in color. The flesh is juicy. These white wines are aromatic and fresh. At Maset del Geo, our Albarino Pazo de Eiras wine comes under the denomination of origin of Rías Baixas. Gewurztraminer. This is a classic variety from the Alsace and the Rhine regions of Germany. Gewürz means spicy, but it has one setback. Warm weather is not good for this variety, and so it must be cultivated in colder areas with little sunshine, because its acidity is too weak in hot regions. Macabeo. This is known by many different names and is a widespread grape variety in Spanish wine culture. Alcañón, Biura, etc. This is the most important variety in denominations of origin such as Cava, La Rioja, Navarra, Penedès, Tarragona, or Catalonia. This is a very productive grape, with very compact mid-sized grape clusters, with small and round grape berries, with a bright yellow color. Most wines and cavas from Maset del Geo contain this variety of grape, which is found throughout our vineyards. Muscat of Alexandria. This is one of the few varieties of Vitis vinifera used for drinking alone or to accompany meals, as it is very sweet and aromatic. In wineries, it is a less popular choice than Moscatel de Grano Menudo or Muscat is equally sweet, but far more elegant and refined. Patiala. This is one of the main varieties used in the production of Cava and also in the Penedès. It is ideal for young wines. This variety of white grape produces high-quality wines, which are outstanding for their aroma and elegance. Cultivated in Barcelona, this variety was planted abundantly in the Penedès after the phylloxera. It was then when it was discovered that this variety was ideal for creating the basis for blended wines using Macabeo and Xarel·lo, as it provided a balanced and harmonious blend. Patiala has large vine leaves, which are orbicular, with sharp lateral indentations. The grapes are medium to large-sized, spherical and yellowish-green. The clusters are compact, conical and short. All of Maset del Geo's cellars use Patiala. Pedro Ximénez. This is a variety of disputed origin, Rhine Valley, Canary Islands, and we obtain it from the famous white sherry wines like those of the DO, Jerez, Malaga, Montilla Moriles, Valencia, etc. The grapes are a golden green color and have thin skin, which produces wines which have been sweetened in the sunshine. This variety gives exquisite sweet wines, like the PX Maset wine from Maset del Geo. Riesling. This is a typical variety to be found in German vineyards, and this Rhine and Alsace variety has spread worldwide. In Spain, it is mainly grown in the area of the Penedès in Catalonia, Murcia, and Aragon. Its performance varies between 40 and 80 hectolitres per hectare, and it produces wines of great quality, great aging capacity, which are fine and have excellent flavor. Sauvignon Blanc. This is a white grape variety of French origin, grown mainly in the Bordeaux area and the Upper Loire. Its cultivation is widespread in the areas of Rueda in Castilla-León and Catalunya. Maset del Geo uses a variety of Sauvignon Blanc in a blend with other varieties. That is, they mix it with other types of wine from the same or different batches of harvested grapes in order to unify its attributes or qualities, thereby complementing the limitations of the other varieties in the blend. Xarel·lo. This is the most potent, alcoholic and vigorous of the classic trilogy of Cava, Macabeo, Xarel·lo and Patiala. Its origin in Catalonia dates back to Roman times. Many denominations of origin, besides the Dio Cava, use it as their main variety, the most important of them being the Dio Penedès. It is characterized by its compact and medium-sized clusters of yellow grapes. The Blanc des Blancs wine by Maset del Géo is made of this grape variety. Chardonnay. This grape is small, round, and is a honey color when ripe. The resulting wine is soft and aromatic. When it is aged in oak barrels, it acquires flavor and aromatic qualities that distinguish it and make it very popular among consumers. Only some very specific varieties have aging capacity. And so it is generally recommended to drink Chardonnay wines when they are young. At Maset del Géo, we make our Flor de Mar Maset del Géo wine, which is our only white wine aged in oak barrels. Red varieties. Cabernet Sauvignon. The passion for Cabernet Sauvignon is not only something which is felt at Maset del Géo. There is a genuine passion all over the world for this French grape variety. No other variety is given so many reviews and so much praise and consideration. It is the most adaptable variety to almost all types of terrain and climate, and it naturally produces more balanced alcohol content, acidity, tannins, color, and extracts. Of course, by comparison, many other varieties are superior to Cabernet Sauvignon on one of these factors taken in isolation, but Cabernet Sauvignon is consistently good across the board. Therefore, it is much appreciated and is grown in most wine regions of the world. We also grow this variety at Maset del Géo, as Catalonia was the driving force behind the current fever for Cabernet Sauvignon. This variety produces intense, concentrated and aromatic wines, which are very suitable for aging and have well-defined personality, which is almost impossible to confuse. It should be recalled, however, that Cabernet Sauvignon calls for lower yields in the vineyard, is sensitive to powdery mildew, and is very expensive to harvest, because the peduncle that holds the fruit after fertilization is very short, almost non-existent, and the grape takes twice as long to do its job. Its leaves are small and very characteristic, with 7 lobes that are joined at the base and form a kind of eye. The grapes are small with thick skin and are a very dark blue-black. At Maset del Géo, this is one of our star varieties, providing excellent wines such as the Cabernet Reserva Maset del Géo or the successful Gran Reserva Cabernet Sauvignon Maset del Géo. Carignan. These grapes bring much color and a lot of tannins which, along with their good acidity, contributes to the body and aging potential of the wines in which it is used. In the Priorat, the combination with Grenache results in an unbeatable partnership which produces red wines of recent prestige. Carignan leaves are very large, pentagonal, and with a pronounced serrated edge. The grapes are medium-sized, spherical, and blue-black in color. The grape clusters are compact and conical. It can be found in various blended wines made at Maset del Géo. Grenache. This variety has a great ability to produce well-structured wines, which are full-bodied, alcoholic, and resistant to aging. In fact, the Grenache variety is probably the most widely grown red grape throughout the world, as it is a patient plant, which can live without almost a drop of water. It can endure frost and needs little care. The lack of acidity and tannins is its weakness. It is present in the Priorat and the Penedès. It has medium-sized leaves which are lobed and slightly indented. The grapes are medium-sized, spherical and dark violet, and the grape clusters are conical and stocky, very compact. Merlot. This is a variety that is well suited to different climatic environments. It provides high-quality wines, the most famous of which is the legendary Chateau Petrus, Pomerol, Bordeaux, although it is often used in blended wines, especially with Cabernet Sauvignon, where it lends a smoothness and meatiness and a characteristic aroma of violet scent. At Maset del Géo, in the Penedès, we have planted this variety quite ambitiously, giving us one of our legendary wines, the Merlot Foc Reserva Maset del Géo. Merlot has trilobular leaves with slightly serrated indentations. The grapes are small and spherical, with a characteristic blue-purple colour. The grape clusters are long and almost entirely conical. Pinot Noir. This is the variety which is most widely grown in the region of Burgundy, France, where it produces some of the most prestigious wines in the world. Romanée-Conti, Vosges. It is also very important in the Champagne region, where it is present in the blends of some of the best sparkling wines. Its aromatic quality, fineness, elegance and strength are so extraordinary that everyone wants to grow it, from wine growers in California to Australia, and from Catalonia to other parts of Spain, although often with little success. Syrah. This is another great red variety, which is said to originate in the East and has adapted perfectly in France, where it produces the extraordinary wines of Rodin and those of Australia. It is grown in the US and Chile. In Catalonia, there is Syrah in the Priorat and in the Penedès. It gives aromatic wines, which are meaty and fill the mouth with spices. Their leaves are large, pentagonal, with 7 lobes and a velvety back. The grapes are medium-sized, spherical, and blue-black in colour. The grape clusters are very compact, with a sort of widest part at the top, known as its hat, or wings. Maset del Géo makes a legendary wine from this variety, the Syrah Reserva Maset del Géo, which in 2009 won no less than 3 international gold medals for its high quality. Trepat. This is not a very abundant grape variety, and it can be found in Catalonia as part of the D.O. Conca de Barberà and Costas del Segre, and also in Rosé Cava. It produces light and aromatic wines. This variety is used in the blended Rosé Cava of Maset del Géo.